Hi folks. Well, with all the shenanigans over microtransactions this year, there's been a lot of games that I haven't actually bothered to buy, but there was one game that I was looking at and I was getting quite excited for. And the reason for that is obviously it doesn't have microtransactions, and the other thing is that it's a unashamedly single player game. And I don't know if you can guess, you can probably guess from the title, but the game is Wolfenstein, the new Colossus. And so I put in a pre-order for it. And I don't pre-order games, not very often anyway. So this one's a bit of a departure for me. And I actually pre-ordered the special edition, the Terrability edition. And that's what I'm going to unbox here. So without any further ado, let's get on with it. So first off, let's get rid of the plastic. And as you can probably see, I bought it from Game, which, again, I'm not too keen on Game, and I wouldn't normally buy a game from Game. But in this instance, they were the only people who do this special edition in the UK. And I was surprised, but when I got it, they actually gave me a steelbook. Now, as far as I'm aware, I think there's already a steelbook in the box, but we'll get to that in a minute. But I got this one with it as well. So we'll see if I've got two or just the one. This is actually a genuine unboxing. I've not actually been into this before, so I've got no idea what's in there other than there is a doll of sorts, I believe, in there. Terrability himself. So let's put the steelbook aside for the moment. Have a look on the back, see if there's much to see. Don't know if you guys can see that. Not a huge amount to see on the back there. Shows you what it's got. It says collector's edition includes, and it goes through all the things that are on there. And we can see a 1/6 scale 12-inch BJ Terrability Blazkowicz action figure, Elite Hands collectible box, game disc and limited edition steelbook, so that should be in there as well. Pocket manual and so on and so forth. 6 action figure accessories, bomber jacket, can't pronounce that. Laser Kraftwerk, and well, it's all in German, so I can't pronounce a lot of this. I need a friend of mine who can speak fluent German. But let's get it open anyway and have a look and see what's actually in there. So first off, there's a slipcase, so let's get that off. And just put that aside for the moment. And then on the back here, we've got, it says, well, it looks like someone's been into this. Certainly wasn't me, but it looks like someone's been in there. Terrability, and then it gives a load of stuff, and it says, murder, spy, saboteur, assassin. Only some of the ways to describe the fiend, William Joseph Blazkowicz. And it goes on. So it's sticking with the theme that we got with the adverts for the game. So it's quite nice, and as you can see, it's done in a very old style. So it looks like an old production, if you like, something that you might have got, well, in the 50s or 60s perhaps. I've actually got some old encyclopedias that have got a similar style to this. Obviously, they're not done in a Nazi style, but that old style weathered effect that you get in here. And on here we got Elite Hands, General Engel, Elite Soldat, and Ausmerzer. Apologies for my awful German. And as we can see, there's Terrability himself. But let's get into the case and see what we've got. Oh, cool. Cool. The actual steelbook is different. I don't know if you can see. Look, they're different. So that's actually quite cool. Got 2 different steelbooks. Bit pointless, but nice all the same. So that's those 2. That's actually the game itself. Obviously, you can see on the back, that's got a nice back to it. Yeah, that looks nice. But let's have a look at the accoutrements, as they say. What have we got? This takes me back to being a kid. I used to have Action Men when I was a kid, and this is very much like Action Men. I think what they call it in the States is a different name for it. But in the UK, we had Action Man, and it's basically the same thing. He's got movable hands. They're not gripping hands. I used to have an Action Man with gripping hands. But yeah, he's got his jacket. I think this jacket comes off, and there's another one. And as you can see, let's see, stand him up. Can he stand up? Yeah, there you go. Terror Billy himself. That's pretty cool. I like that. It's silly, isn't it? I mean, there's no reason for having it, really. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I like that. Be afraid. Be very afraid. Because William J. Blazkowicz is coming for you, Nazis. And there's his other jacket there. It's very much like the old stuff you used to get with your Action Man figures back in the day. Was it G.I. Joe in the States, I think? Got an axe. And then various guns from the game. These are cool. I can't remember the names of guns. I'm not very good at remembering the names of the various guns in games. But they're all pretty cool. And can he hold those? Let's have a look. Get his hand out. Maybe he can hold those. Don't know. Can he hold them? Maybe I could get him in there. I don't know. You could probably get him to hold them. But anyway, it's pretty cool. I'm not going to try and fiddle with it while it's on camera because I might break it, and I don't really want to do that. Another one of the guns. I mean, you know, it's a bit of tat, really, but it's nice. Like I say, it's a blast from the past for me because, as I say, I did have an Action Man when I was a kid, and I had a few of the vehicles and various bits and pieces until one of my friends broke the wheel off one. But it was nice. So this is kind of like a throwback to that for me. And I just loved the way they advertised this. And it just made me laugh. It was really over the top. So that's that anyway. And yeah, I think it's pretty nice. Shall we see what's actually in the game case? Might take a bit of getting open. Oh, not too bad. Usually I find these things are hard to get open. But that's coming open quite easily. So let's get this off and see what's inside there, shall we? Hopefully it comes with an actual disc. It'd be a bit of a pointless exercise if you get a special edition with 2 steelbooks and nothing in the case. That'd be utterly useless. Yeah, let's take another look at that. That's quite nice. And an advert for another game. Evil Within, Prey, I think, on the back of there as well. They're obviously Bethesda publishing those games as well, so obviously they're trying to get you to stump up some more cash for those. How to Capture Terror Billy, let's have a look at that. Recruit and collect new allies. Beware of his cowardly tactics, stealth, tactical, mayhem, and so on. And that opens right out. Can you see that? That's really cool. It's like Batman and the Joker. That's brilliant. You can see the different characters. And there you go. It talks about the guns and things. He's a gunslinger. It really is quite daft, but hey, I like it. This is one of the first collector's editions that, I don't know, it's got a sense of humour, hasn't it? I think there's a really good sense of humour, and the game is really over the top, so it should be a lot of fun to play if it's anything like the others. And there's the disc. Thank goodness it's a special edition that actually comes with a disc, because we've had special editions that don't come with discs in the past. So it's actually a proper disc. So it really is collectible. So that's that. Stick that back in there. Take one last look at the other steelbook. You can take your choice, I suppose. And yeah, that's it. That's all I've got to say, I think, on that one. That's pretty nice. I'm quite glad I bought it. I actually got it for a decent price. I got it for about 65 quid, I think, which wasn't too bad. Not much more than I would have paid for the standard edition. So yeah, I was quite happy about that. But anyway, that's me done. I'm going to sign off now, and I'll speak to you in the next one. Bye.